And we are back.
I was
Daniel.
jamming. Yo, I'm gonna need that background music for like my hold music. Like that's awesome.
I'll send it to you for sure. Yeah, actually, Jules made that, man.
Sweet.
Yeah, big shout out to Jules, man. I miss you,
man.
bro. You ain't been around and
Trying to be all, I don't want to say antisocial, but he just don't want to talk to nobody. It's all good. We love you, Jules.
We really do, right? It's yeah, I mean, he's busy,
Oh yeah,
doing his own thing, man, which I love, dude. Everybody should
absolutely.
be, right? So yeah, man. Daniel, it's good to see you again, bro.
Seeing you, man. Always a good time to see you,
bro. So you'll be at Road Atlanta in a couple weeks, right?
A couple of weeks. Yep. We'll be down there with the Team Sloppy Sprockets, T3OB, Real Steel Commander, Stock 1000 team with Trevor Watson on the bike.
I love it.
And it's going to be a good time because I finally got to see a couple of those bikes up close, and it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good time. This thing, I know what Hayden did at Daytona on it, testing it. It's going to be fun.
I love it, man. Yeah, big shout out to Trevor, man. Good luck at Road Atlanta. I can't wait to show up and see all my friends and see you and finally get to meet the legend who is Trevor, right? Watson.
You seen his helmet yet?
Dude, it's sick, bro.
Dude, this helmet's so sick. I was like, oh, Caleb DeCarroll knocked it out of the park.
I'm a subscriber to Trevor Watson, so I see all this shit on social media every time he does it, right? I hit that like and that bell, which, by the way, people, please do me a favor. Go hit that like, that subscribe, that bell. You guys know the deal. The ding, ding, ding. It helps me out a lot. And as you already know, it's nothing but love. But yes, listen, Barber, bro. It's a track that I've never been to. I'm going to next year, 110%. It's a beautiful, amazing, always amazing racing too, right?
It's Barber. I've been going to that racetrack. God, hang on. I think I've been going to it since it opened in 2003. Pretty sure I was part of that opening corner marshal crew. I think I was. Yeah, something like that. But like that track there, it's been like I've ridden it. I've raced it. It's actually the funny thing is it's cheaper to race it than it is do a track day on it, which is kind of sad and kind of funny at the same time. But it's fun. There's a lot of fun sections in it. It's not my personal favorite. Road Atlanta is my personal favorite. But that racetrack there, if you connect all the dots across, if you can connect all the dots, you're going to be good. You screw up missing one, forget it. You might as well just kind of pull over, get it yourself together, and go on and try and connect the next ones. It's a very good momentum track, and if you're the more precise of the group, you're gonna be laughing and lapping the whole time because it's the tracks and the facilities are amazing. It's so easy to get in and out of. Like you've seen everybody trying to get in at Road Atlanta.
Yeah,
like, that's a nightmare. The only reason I want to go to the Petit Le Mans is to go watch everybody load in. All those LMP1 cars, all those GT3 teams. It's like, I just want to see you guys load in. I don't care about the race. I'll leave and go home after that. But load in at Barber, there's 2 entrances and everything. Like you're loaded in, you're in the paddock in 10 minutes. And the facilities are amazing. The museum it's the best museum on the planet for motorcycles. And it's always, Mr. Barber is always on top of how everything is presented. So it's like racing at a golf course. It's like we're not ripping the golf course up on dirt bikes. We have our own little spot, which is really nice. But it's the track. I still can't believe you haven't been there yet.
No, I have not, but I will be.
Well,
so
when you come next year, let's space some time out. That way we can go through the museum and hang out. And there's a couple of restaurants in Birmingham we need to hit. So
100%.
Yeah.
Game.
Okay,
absolutely.
Cool. We gotta do that.
Yeah. We'll do it, man. We'll do it. Looking forward to it. I'm always we got my buddy Dan Elf up in here. What up,
Dan?
Dude,
I think he partied with us at Barber 2-3 years ago when we were the MotoAmerica fans of the weekend. And they gave us the Laguna Seca back banner for when they do the press conferences. They gave us the Laguna Seca one for our tent, our camper setup. We had a hot tub in that bitch. Like, it was wild. Like, I know apparently Robert and Trevor saw the sun come up Sunday morning. So,
Good times.
Oh yeah, great times. I think Dan was there. Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, we at Daytona, me and him and Birch and James and Eddie and a bunch of us went down to Bike Week, man. Hung out and all that good stuff. Saw Dan down there walking down the strip. We're like, bro, dude, what's up? Yeah, dude. Awesome. It's always fun seeing my friends. That's why I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I'm also doing the at the end of May, going down to Road Atlanta for the
Cycle Jam.
Cycle Jam.
You're going to Cycle Jam?
Yep.
Okay, I might have to if I have the ability, I might have to run down. I'm not going to race, but I might have to come down because that's a good time. I don't know if they're doing the endurance race that weekend, but if you've never been to Cycle Jam, it's a good time. Oh, dude, you're going to see there's some headhunters that show up to come get some contingency money. Like Taylor Knapp will show up on Sunday and just destroy everybody and then go home because he's living in Alabama. But like, yeah, you'll get Taylor and, Stefano Mesa used to come up before he got wadded up. Like Daytona this year, he would come up and, make a little bit of Pirelli money and, Dan Kruger show up and destroy everybody. You're like, well, okay, that's not a level I'm at. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy my day. Like that's the weekend Juju. Like I was like, we're going through 5A and I looked over, I'm like, oh, there's Juju. And he like, I'll see you later. But yeah, no, Cycle Jam's awesome, dude. Cycle Jam's so much fun.
I can't wait to go. It's like I said, this will be my first time. I'm super excited. I'm taking Rossi with me too.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's all the best club racers in the Southeast and on the East Coast. So there's a few guys that are going to be really fast. And there's usually a couple of MotoAmerica guys getting some testing in. Or there's some guys that are right there. They're fast enough to do MotoAmerica, but they're just they haven't gotten everything lined up yet. But Cycle Jam's always a good time. And you get a ton of races.
I can't wait. I can't wait because I meet people that I haven't met before, and me going around, running my mouth, networking, and all that good stuff. So I'll be at Cycle Jam, people. Let's go.
Hey, Cycle Jam's always a good time.
Can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
It's Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta is always fun,
dude. It's one of my favorite racetracks in America, hands down. It's such a beautiful place. The atmosphere is great. The track is absolutely amazing. What's not to love? Except for getting in there.
Oh, God.
Dude, they always want to check your shit. I'm like, I ain't got no beer. They open the back. They're like, bro, you can't bring this shit in here. I'm like, that ain't mine. I didn't know it was back there. Like, turn around.
Cover it with it. Like when you pull in, cover it with a blanket, cover the cooler, and they won't check it.
Yeah, that's
true. Cover it. And again, you're like, dude, you're in Georgia.
Wow.
Like, come on.
Right.
We're right outside Atlanta. Give me a break.
Look, man, we pulled out of there. We went right down the street where the little go-kart track is or whatever it is. Dude stashed them all up underneath the seat and all that and just drove right back up in there with the cooler open. Yeah, there you go. We got rid of them. Fucking laughing the whole time.
I hear that and I start laughing because it's like, wait a minute. This was on the distribution route in the 80s. And that's how you kept the track open. And now you're trying to check my cooler for beer. Hang on. Hey, wait, time out. Let's just play the home game.
Right. But yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, man, it's still a lot of fun, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to go, dude. I'm pumped. I put in my time already at work and because my job, dude, this is one thing I do love about my job is really cool. And I told him, I said, look, dude, I go to, several races a year. I hope that don't, interfere with. They're like, nah, bro, absolutely put in the time. So I already turned in all my dates and they're looking at them. They're like, okay. I was like, well, you told me it was cool. So let's go, So yeah,
I'm going to use my time. Damn it.
I'm using all.
Don't be like me. Don't be like me and don't use it.
You got to use it, Daniel. You got to
use it. Dude, I've got I think I've got 160 vacation hours built up.
Bro, at my last job that I was there for 9 years, dude, I had 272 hours of vacation.
That's
better than me. I started burning them bitches up.
Yeah. It finally gets to a point where you're like, I'm just going to take Thursday and Friday, every Thursday and Friday off for the rest
for
of the
like
year.
the next, basically, right?
So
and get paid. So
yeah,
let's go. I love it. Good stuff. Well, listen, man, dude, we got a lot to talk about, man.
Dude,
Barber
was it was good. It was a good, like, Saturday was amazing. Sunday was miserable. Sunday was just bad. Anyway, let's get to, like, because I got down there Friday afternoon ish, and everything had just shut down when we got down there. So Saturday morning, get up, go to the corner worker meeting, go through everything that you go through, blah blah blah. Get on the tram, get out there. Looking around, like, okay, cool. There's actually some people here. There was a crowd there on Saturday. It was pretty legit. It was pretty decent. We cruised through the paddock Friday, just checking everything. Said hey to David and Erica and Ryan and Rodney and all of them, Parrish and Hayden, and just saying hi. And the paddock looked relatively well packed. Like there were racers there to race. Seeing the Honda truck was awesome though. That was just cool. It's like, hey, Honda's got an 18-wheeler back in here, and it's Suzuki, Yamaha, the two Ducatis, Honda. I'm like, now we got time to play. So it was a good sight to see. The way they had the schedule, I couldn't really get into the paddock at lunch just because it was so tight. We couldn't move. We had to bring our lunch with us, which was fine. But first impressions, okay. You just want to go class by class?
Yeah, we will. But real quick, Dan says, "What's up, my
what
guys?
Up,
what is up, bro, dude? You baby, you. Can't wait to see you at Road Atlanta, my friend." And then, dude, Christina Anderson, what is up, Christina? She says we will be at Road Atlanta cheering on Chris Durbin. Woohoo! Listen, I'm gonna be there, so I'm gonna stop by. I can't wait to meet Chris. You guys stay tuned. He's coming on.
Christina's one of the ladies I coach at Fastline. She's one of my coachees.
I love it.
Her husband rode with me for a little while, and I was like, hey, I need you to get out of this class because you're going too fast. You're done. Go away. Get out of here
now. Oh, God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I just had to get, so thanks, Dan and Christina, as always, nothing but love for sure.
Absolutely.
But I can't wait to see you guys and girls at
Dude, it's going to be
Atlanta. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be so much fun.
So let's just go class by class. We'll start, obviously, the Talent Cup, the
everybody's favorite
GP, everybody's favorite, right? So let's start there.
Okay, my opinion on Talent Cup. I need to check. I didn't get a chance to do the research, but I need to check and see what lap times were for Junior Cup last year. They look about the same speed, maybe a touch slower. The bikes look, with the bodywork off, and I don't mean this as an insult, they look basic, which is what a race bike should be. Because a race bike doesn't have all the crap that you have to have for a street bike. Okay, cool. They're not the best sounding motorcycles in the world. They look like they're incredibly stable on the brakes, and they look good going into and out of a corner. Now, what I saw for the Saturday race, especially the Sunday race, I was just making sure that I didn't drown and make sure that like the track was still good.
You was out there with a little floaty.
Oh, dude, I was about to have to like get Amazon to drop ship me one of those big unicorn floats. Just like put it out there because it was. I'm not kidding you. We were under rain, like lightning delay for 3.5 hours, and we sat on the tram to go out for like an hour and a half. They took us out, they brought us back. Whatever. That's a whole other story. So Talent Cup, I need to check and see what the lap times are compared to it, because it looked like you got the top 10 or 15 kids off Junior Cup, or maybe the 15 that had the ability to get picked up by a manufacturer who had the wherewithal to buy this thing. And now you're doing Junior Cup on a different bike. That's it. Because it was the same kind of thing. You'd have 1 or 2 guys take off in a pack, then you'd have 7 or 8 guys in a pack, then you'd have 4 or 5. So the bike might be good. Alessandro just pissed off and took off on Saturday, which I was expecting. And he looked great on that thing. He looked phenomenal. He's leaps and bounds better than everybody in that group. Like he is my pick to win that championship this year. 1,000%. The minute I saw him at Coda do what he did, I'm like, okay, let's see if it's not just a Coda thing. Get him at Barber, and he does the same thing at Barber. I'm like, okay, no, he's probably gonna end up winning this. Juju's got some work to do, but he did very well. He did very, very, very good in the rain, just from the sheer fact that he races in England, and that if you don't race in the rain, then you're not racing at all. So, I mean, it's just the way it is. He's got some work to do, but he'll be there. That Australian kid from Essence and Racing.
Sam Drain.
Yes. Drano, I think is what Jack Miller called him, or somebody called him Drano, which great nickname. He looked good. Like, he looked really good. The class looks like it could be something. The problem is, I don't know if this is a quote unquote road to GP, as it will probably be a road to a career in road racing. You know what I mean? Like, everyone wants to go to GP, which I understand. That's the pinnacle of the sport. That's where all of the fame comes from. That's where all of the notoriety comes from. You are the best on the planet. Yes, you are that person. There's 25 guys that can do it. You know? And if you're not picked up still, I mean, I understand they're trying to build it up and build this into a thing, which I'm all for. But I don't see how these bikes translate into a GP style riding technique. So that's my problem with it. That's the only problem, other than the cost, that we've exhausted all of our breath and all of our vocabulary about. I hope it succeeds. I hope because I have heard rumors that Alessandro, there is a certain company that is backing him on this now, on this little endeavor. And I have heard rumors about this particular company grabbing him and going to try and create something for him. If he wins this championship, if he doubles up and wins Twins Cup and this again, he will have I don't know if it'll be a factory seat, but he will have a factory supported seat somewhere on the planet road racing. Whether it's here, whether it's over in Europe, who knows? But he will have a seat somewhere. The racing was good, Talent Cup wise. That pack of four in the middle, great. But again, you get one guy that just takes off. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. But other than that, like, the racing was decent. The bikes themselves will get better as they have time with it. I don't like how you took the Junior Cup and cut the grid down from 36 to 15. That's my thing. Oh, well. Racing was decent, though. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's we'll see how it plays out. But listen, you're absolutely right. So DeMario in race 1, dude, absolutely murdered the field just like he did at Coda. Sam Drain was second, 6.5 seconds back, right?
Yeah.
And then Hank Vosberg, and then of course Ella Dreyer. Yay, let's go SFL Mini GP.
Ella did great. Ella did awesome.
Murdered it in the first race, right?
Yeah.
And then Carson King, big shout out to him, dude. He did amazing. And then Juju 6. So let's go, Juju.
Juju's gonna get there.
He will.
Juju will get there. He's still getting used to that thing.
He will. He's playing a double role, right? He's doing the British Talent Cup and as well as the MotoAmerica Talent Cup. So he's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah. When does the British Talent Cup start back up?
I want to say May. It's May. It's coming up this month. So is BSB, people, again.
Yeah.
And it's BritishSuperbikes.com. You can watch it all for free. You are welcome. But anyway, yeah, Juju's got a lot on his plate, man. And I think at the end of the day, I mean, Juju's a legend, and it's only going to make him stronger going from that country to this country, riding the bikes back to back, and it's going to be amazing for him too, for
it's
sure.
seat time. It's all it is.
Absolutely. And then Rossi Garcia was 7th.
Yeah, Rossi, he did pretty well too.
He did. Bodie Page was 8th. Nathan Betancourt, it was 9th, and then of course we got the flat track legend Cody Coppin 10th.
But talent's there.
Listen, it's his first time,
I know,
thrown in with the Sharks, man. I mean, that's like,
it's not fair to him to be negative towards him right now.
No, absolutely.
Look at the team that he's on, and look who the guy who's
Kenny Roberts
in here. Like,
man, yeah,
you've got quite possibly the greatest American talent to come out of, to talent of American road racer, flat tracker, arguably the greatest one to come out. And we can make arguments later, but
the only one in history that father and son won.
Yeah. So, the pedigree's there. Him figuring out how to translate the flat track to road racing is going to be his biggest problem, because he looked real nervous coming in to the hairpin right there. He looked like when he went on the brakes, he was looking like he just looked tentative. And that's okay. He's still learning the front, how a front end's supposed to feel. I guarantee you, we got on a flat, if he and I went on a flat track bike, he's going to know more about, he's going to be able to see what my bike is doing and tell me what I'm supposed to be feeling. And I don't know what's going on at all. Right. So it's like, he'll learn it. If we give him this year to learn and he sticks with it and he comes back next year on either this particular motorcycle or a Twins Cup or a Hooligans, honestly, if he's got KTM backing, and they pull off this 990 Duke and they put this 990 Duke in the Hooligans, I'd put him on one of those real quick. Just be like, here's some handlebars and some feet pegs. You go have fun. Yeah.
I mean, Cody's absolutely a talent. It's new season, new bike, never done it before, new tracks. He's never, learning trail braking, all the normal stuff. But I think in the future, he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, first 100%. Time out, top 10, I mean, is absolutely, let's go, right? And then Solly Mervis was 11th, which, absolutely good.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's going to finish the weekend on with the bike still shiny, good.
Facts.
Facts.
And then Derek Sanchez, Layden Smith, and Ian Freely, man.
Yeah. Hey, it was a good group. And I mean, I look at it, okay, Twins Cup started with 8 guys on the grid at Road Atlanta. Granted, cost of entry into a Twins Cup at the time was a lot lower than Talent Cup, like 1,000% lower. But we'll see how it goes. I do want to see the group, the class grow. I do want to see that, because we need more kids out there racing.
Facts. So, the future of our sport, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and then, so race 2, first race was dry. Second race was absolutely wet and rain and torrential, right? So Hank Vosberg actually won the race, and our boy Juju was second, 7.6 seconds down.
Yeah. That's what I said. Julian in the wet, from the sheer fact that he probably has more road racing time in the wet out of anybody in that group.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be fine.
Dude, and that save he did in front of, I think it was Sam Drain. Was it Sam Drain? No, it wasn't Sam that wrecked out. Who was it? Bodie Page, I think.
It was Bodie, I think.
Yeah. Dude, bro, that was amazing. I was like, oh my God, dude. Yeah.
There were some saves this weekend where I was just like, he got okay. He gonna have to hose his leathers out. Like, that's a Code Brown moment. Like, this, no, I'm out. Get the hose out.
Oh my God! You're right. Bad. You're right. Let's take those in the shower with you.
Oh no! Don't take. No, you gonna clog the camper up. Don't do that shit.
Oh,
hang that thing in a tree and make sure the water's running off the camper.
Right. Oh my God. But yeah, and then DeMario, he was third. So again, he was third. He's wins or he's on the podium.
Hey, look, if you're anywhere on those boxes, you're doing good.
Absolutely.
Stay on them boxes and you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Facts. Fourth was Sam Drain was fourth. Derek Sanchez was fifth. I'm trying to remember. Ella Dreyer was sixth. Yeah. Carson King was seventh. Chase Black was eighth. Big shout out to my boy Chase Black. Yeah, man, for sure. I don't know what the issue was in race one.
You texted me. I'm like, I had no idea because I didn't have the radio on me at the time, and I bet it was a mechanical, and he just pulled in on the warm up lap.
Yeah,
there was a couple of those. The bikes looked reliable. We didn't really have that many Well, I think we only had like one mechanical on it. It may have been Chase, and it may have been an electronics issue. It may not have been anything with, like, internal motor parts. So I don't know. Like, I was out on track. There was no way I was going to be able to talk to anybody. The only people that were riders I talked to were Alessandro, Avery, and Hayden. All right. So, like,
I love it, man.
And they stopped to say hi. So,
right. Other than that, I was out there in my floaty.
I was out there in my floaties and my whites, and they're not white anymore because they're brown from the mud. So,
I love it. We got Brennan Triplett up in the house. What is up, my man? He says, "What's going on, gentlemen?
That Hart Racing bike looks good in that picture,
bro. It's absolutely amazing." And then we got Tobias Anderson. I said that. Did I say that wrong? Tobias?
No, you're good. That's right.
Okay. Daniel is the man. Great coach. Awesome personality. Yes,
yeah, that's Christine's husband.
Okay.
I got a funny story with that one.
Hello, Christina's husband.
He came up to me. He's like, "Oh, I got a new bike." I'm like, "Well, what'd you do to the other? What's wrong with the other one?" He goes, "Well, I totaled it." I'm like, "Doing what?" He goes, "Oh, we were riding a back road and I crashed it, ended up upside down in a river." I'm like, "Well, that'll do it." He's like, "You guys are like 2 or 3 feet of water." I'm like, "Look here, dumbass. Like, that's a brand new S1000 double R. Stop it. We're not doing that anymore."
Oh my God, I love it.
So yeah, he's the guy that makes BMWs swim.
Then BMW never planned on Tobis. Absolutely not.
They've got wings on it, but they're not to sit there and make the bike go up and down in the water. Okay, they're not submarines.
Awesome. We're just giving you a hard time. That's
giving you shit, though.
Yeah, man. So we love you, dude, for sure. Brennan says all the Sunday races were nuts. They were, man. Absolutely. God, it was. But that's what we love about the racing, right?
I'll let you. I hate rain races. I hate rain races. Like, give me dry, sticky tires and hot pavement. Let's go. Like, I want to see everybody go as fast as they physically can. That's and right. I understand. I get it. I understand rain is the great equalizer. It's the one where the guy in the back can come through and win if it's his day. I get it. That doesn't mean I want to stand out there and corner work in it. Okay. Like, no.
Need to bring you a set of waders and a fishing pole.
Oh God, my boots are still wet. They still haven't dried out. It's horrible. Anyway.
So the Talent Cup, the championship totals is looking like DeMario on 86, Sam Drain on 65, Hank Vosberg on 54, Juju also on 54, Bodie Page on 53, and Ella Dreyer on 43. So it's a tight class. Tight. Yeah,
they're going to. Are they going to Road Atlanta? I don't remember.
I don't think they are. I have to look.
I know they do. I think they're going to. If they go to Road America, that's going to be the craziest drafting battle of all time. Like, I'm going to tell. Anybody who's in that class that's on this and it might listen to this later. You don't want to be first coming out of turn 1 or turn 12 or whatever it is coming up the front straight up that hill. You want to be fourth. Make sure when they fan out and they give you a big hole, pin it and just drive right through it. I saw Miguel Duhamel do it in 96. Like, no, just don't be first coming up that hill.
That's right.
It's just not going to work.
Love it, man. I love it. And on that note, big shout out to Rossi Moore, man. He's been absolutely murdering. Dude, he just broke the track record. He looks so good on that Moto2 bike, man. Dude.
That kid deserves it. Like, having talked to Parrish about him, because Rossi came down and was talking to Parrish and getting some stuff, like getting some body work and some paint and everything, and having hung out with him and his dad, Chris is like, "No, this is the kid. Like, this is the kid that's gonna. This is the kid that deserves every bit he can get." So it's like, all right, let's go. I'm all for it.
Yeah, dude, going, for sure. I'm so proud of him, dude. I love him to death, dude. He always gives me the best hugs ever, dude. Always, dude. He's him and Steve, his dad, and his other brother, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see. They actually invited me to the race out there in Spain. I was like, dude, I wish I wish I had the money. I could just be like, you know what?
One of us just needs to hit the Powerball, and we're like, oh, we're going to what race are we doing again this weekend?
Yeah, where are we going? I'm in. Let's go.
How many passports are we going to have this year? Like, what are we doing?
All of them. Just all.
It's like I'm looking at him like, look, we're getting a hotel for the Bowl d'Or. I'm not standing out there in the cold in France watching these guys go around the track at 2 a.m. We're going to we're going to get up and come back, but we're not. No, we'll camp at Mugello.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And we'll be up at 4 a.m. with them fools with the big ass pipes on the bikes, dude, hooping and I ain't sleeping that weekend.
We ain't sleeping. Sleeping, I'm dead.
Facts. I'll just sleep for the next 3 days straight after the race.
I got a really long flight going back. It's fine.
We'll be good, man. Yeah. Absolutely. We will be good. We will be good. But yeah, so dude, Twins Cup, bro. You know, everybody knows I'm a fan of Twins Cup. I'm a fan of all the classes, right?
Yeah.
But something about the origins of Twin Cup, what it originally was supposed to be to what it is now, you know, it's cool to see the evolution. I wish it could have stayed kind of on the cheaper side, but man, what a class, you know.
Dude, like that class now, I was talking to Joe Caputo,
which he's watching. What is up?
What up, Big Joe? Bro? Talking to him, I hated how his weekend ended, but
yeah,
such as it is. But talking to him, he's like, dude, everything's out of control. It's out of control. Like these bikes are nuts now. Like I was like, yeah, it's the way it goes. But now that the Suzuki has a year under development, another year under development, that thing, if they can figure out how to get some top speed out of that thing, because that bike looks real stable on the brakes and like not all weird look, not all crazy looking coming down a hill into a braking zone or anything like that. It looks like if it steps out, the rider wants it to step out. Like it looks like one of those where it just does what you want it to do, and it's got the power to do it.
They allowed some upgrades.
I know they've got some upgrades. I don't know if they still make them run the stock airbox because they were making them run the stock airbox last year. You can run cams, you can run everything else, but
I don't think they are this year. I think you are allowed to run an aftermarket airbox.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, don't quote any of us on this. But I know last year they made them run stock airbox. But Twins Cup, it's going to be Alessandro's to lose because, again, he's the guy that nobody thought was going to do anything with. It was always going to be Gus and Rocco, and then he sneaks in and he took it from both of them. Like Alessandro's got that confidence walking around. Like he knows. Like again, it's Alessandro's to lose. Avery ran a great race. Oh my God. Like Avery, I was like, all right, cool, you're doing good. Because he was on an R7 at Daytona. And they kept saying it was a GS6R. I'm like, that's not a Suzuki. That's a Yamaha. Quit it. And he did relatively well on the Yamaha out there, but he jumped on the Suzuki, and it's an M4 bike. So he's leasing. Apparently, he's renting it or leasing.
Rossi Moore's
Rossi Moore's bike. That bike looked good, and he looked comfortable on it. The Suzuki's looked like they had another year of development on it. A lot more in the field. The Aprilias are always going to be the class of the field because that's just the way it goes. Parrish is having overheating issues, and and the people that have the fix don't want to talk about it. So that's slightly frustrating. Because he qualified 7th. He was running 4th there on Friday for a good while. And then the guys came out and put some laps in. He's like, all right, fine, whatever. He was having overheating issues, so only got 3 laps at a time. And then they held the first race for a while. Like they held the warm-up lap for a long time. And then, he popped the motor third or fourth lap, and I'm standing there like right next to the back straight screaming. I was like, damn it. But Dominic Doyle looked good. Something happened. And then on Saturday, and Dominic was running really well Sunday until he high-sided, and I took off running to go help him. And then he got the bike up and started and rode off as I got to him. I was like, look, and it's literally from the bottom of the hill all the way up to the next corner stand damn near. I'm like, look here, you little shit. I was like, damn it. But I was like, it's like now I got to walk all the way back. And I swear to God, if somebody else high sides up here, I'm going to look at him and go, you pick it up. Like, I'm not running all the way out here.
Dominique just did it. Why can't you?
Yeah. But I mean, Dominic was doing it really well on Saturday or Sunday. Our boy, our best friend Ryan, that kid, if he'd have had a good start on Saturday, he'd have been in that front group.
Yep.
1,000%.
Yep.
1,000%. He was fourth in warm up on Saturday. Third or fourth. Got a crappy start, got hung up for like 6 laps, and he finally got around the guy, and he kind of got a gap on him, but that's all he could do. Then Sunday in the rain, he was doing great. Running 5th. He got a little overexcited coming out of 17 and slid out. I'm standing there. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, damn it, Ryan. But the bike's there. They're having a little bit of a transmission issue, and he's fighting chatter like every other R7 on the grid. But the R7s, if they can figure out the chatter problem and get some more weight out of them, everything's going to start evening up. But I mean, the Aprilia is the Aprilia. It's the class of the field. I mean, when Parrish comes in and he's happy about how the motorcycle's going, that's weird. Like when he comes in and he's yelling and screaming that it's riding like a dream. Wait a minute, hang on. That's not what we're used to here. We're used to you especially on the Yamaha, wanting to come over and kick the thing over when you get in. But I mean, it's a damn overheating problem. Got to figure out. But no, it's Twins Cup. It's Alessandro's to lose, but it's definitely on the table for Avery to come get. Avery can definitely go get it. And Ryan's definitely top 5. Ryan and Chris all day, top 5. So anyway, we love Twins Cup.
We do, man. Absolutely, we do. It's the first race, man. Avery do come back.
I don't know if Alessandro got tired or the tire went off.
From my understanding, the tire just was completely went off. He had nothing left to give. So
yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at the tire.
Yeah,
but dude, Avery stopped and said, "Hey," and I told him, "Congratulations." He about to drop the bike, leave it. I'm like, "Don't dump the bike here. Don't do that." I'm like, "Come on, man." I was like, "I'm gonna make you do push-ups on top of the bike if you do."
Right. Avery, dude, Avery's an absolute legend.
It's great.
It's always an honor to see him. He at Jersey last year, him and Rossi are friends too, which is my son.
Yeah.
Rossi runs up to me. He's like, "Dude, you got to win for me this weekend." Of course, Avery's like, "Yeah, I'll give him my best." Well, he ends up winning. Of course, Rossi's standing right there, and he comes up and gives him, his winning hat and signs it for him and all that. And I got the picture of it, that's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. So yeah, big shout out to Avery, man. What emotions you gave. Dude, me on Saturday was absolutely, dude, I was screaming. Yeah, bro, absolutely killed it. Yeah. Of course, DeMario did too. He's a buddy of mine also.
Yeah, he's like, I felt bad. I don't want to say I feel bad because I'm cheering for everybody because I want everybody to do well, and I don't wish ill will on anybody. Like, there might be people I root against because you're racing against my friends, but that's only because you're racing against my buddies, But if Isaac Woodworth and if that the blue team, the blue Suzuki team,
Carnes,
there it is. Sorry. Get another 3 weekends under their belt with that bike. It's going to be there. Isaac's going to be there till the end of the year. 100%. And hell, Chafin at a racetrack that doesn't seem to like him that much. You take that kid at Road America, it's going to be He's going to be the one everybody's trying to throw a hook on.
He's a legend,
dude.
Let's just be honest.
And that Vance & Hines Revzilla bike is
fast.
Yeah, I mean they're the ones building all the parts for the Suzuki's right now. Other than I think M4's got some stuff they're building.
Ulrich and them are 110%, 100%.
Unless they're getting them from Japan, from Yoshimura from Japan. But I don't know if Yoshi's doing anything for it yet. I know they're racing the naked bike in France as a whole separate sub-series, which is cool. But anyway,
it might be the new SV.
It's 100% the new SV, but it's just they're still selling the old SV, And it's like,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, they're still making money.
They build that bike for $5.50. They've already paid the tooling off.
And a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, there's literally $5 a pack of cigarettes and a fillet of fish. That's all it costs to actually build one of these things from the factory. So it's like, okay, cool. It's pure profit. Keep selling it. People are gonna buy that thing. I mean, hell, I'm an SV aficionado. I love those things. I'm probably ended up sending mine somewhere to get right. So here we go.
Right. Let's get back to these comments real quick.
Yeah.
Christina says flotation device.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was bad.
And then Brendan Triplets said, such an emotional roller coaster. I love rain. Honestly, it takes the bike out of it. It does, Brendan. Absolutely, it does.
See, that's why I don't like rain, because I'm not good enough to win in the rain. That's why.
Instead, I just use floaties and watch people race in the rain. He said, I hated to see Cam P struggle. We will definitely get to that. We'll get there next, Super Sport.
Definitely get to that next.
He says every bike becomes a Pendergast podcast sponsored bike. Yeah, absolutely.
We are going to look. I'm going to be a ninja with the stickers.
I love it, that ninja. And then we got Chris Durbin, the legend. What is up, Chris? Bro? He says, what's up, guys? Bro. Thanks for joining us,
fast line boys.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But yeah, so back to race one, man. Avery Dreyer won it. DeMario was 5/10 behind. And then, of course, my boy Chapin. And then, dude, big shout out to Logan Cunnison, man, keeping his head cool. And, dude, he is fast, right? So you guys keep an eye on him. He's
one, I was there looking like, who is this number 58 kid? I'm like, the Logan. Bike looks good. The kid, I'm like, who is this? Because I didn't get a rider list. They usually give us a rider list in the schedule. I just didn't get one. I'm sort of thinking, who 58? I'm sitting there like, who the hell is this? I don't even know who this is. It's like I'm getting old now. I'm forgetting all this shit. This is stupid. What am I doing? But no, he looked real good. I was like, oh, okay. All right, dude, we got somebody else in here now.
Dude, he so proper good. Mega job, dude. Yeah, dude. Funny thing, real quick side note. Me and Logan Cunnison been on this Snapchat streak for since Daytona. Every day.
Oh God.
Dude, it's just random stuff, dude. It's hilarious. I love it.
That's great.
Dude, it's awesome. It really is. I love it, dude. It's freaking.
Sorry, I get make sure the AC was turned on.
No, you good, bro. And then we got fifth was Chase Brown's. Big shout out, man.
Hey, big shout out, Chase. Yes. I've taken a start procedure with him. I haven't raced him. I was second behind him for a while. Anyway.
And then in sixth we had Sean, dude. Big shout out to Sean, man. I met him at Daytona too. You guys stay tuned. But yeah, Sean, he did a great race one. Trenton Morrison absolutely did. And then my boy Andrew Way was eighth. And then of course our Ryan Wolf, big shout out to him in ninth.
Wolf up.
Yes, Wolf Pack for life. That's what I always
absolutely say. Wolf Pack.
And then we had Tyler Duffy in 10th. Yeah, and then so on and so forth. And then my boy Isaac Woodworth in 13th, Rodney Vest in 14th, my buddy Steven Smith in 15th, and yeah, my other buddy Brogan Richards.
Right.
Man.
Brogan, here's the thing with Brogan. Brogan showed up with no help. He didn't have anybody down there. Eric Reed, another good buddy of ours, came down and helped him. And I looked at Brogan, and I was like, dude, if you'd have hollered at me, I'd have come down and helped. Damn, dude. Because his mom and dad are out of the country. They're in Africa doing a safari or whatever. And I was like, bro, all you gotta do is call me. Reach out to me something. I'll definitely come and help you out. But no, he had Eric Reed with him. And I was like, come on, man. But he looked like the bike. He's on a 660 for the first time. He rode at Daytona. I was talking to him how do you like it? He goes, dude, I was 5 seconds a lap faster on the RS on this Aprilia than I was the SV at Daytona. Like 5 seconds. He goes, yeah. I was like, it's that much better. He goes, yeah. And the SV he was on was Parrish's championship bike. So that's the best SV you could probably get on. And that RS 660 that they've thrown some bolt-ons on and just doing it right is 5 seconds a lap faster. So it's like, Jesus Christ.
Technology, how far it's come since the SV, right?
I mean, well, chassis design, suspension, electronics,
all that, right? Again,
everything.
The forward technology advancement, man. Dude. So, and then race 2, of course, DeMario showed up and made sure that he was good, which was such a crazy roller coaster race, just like Brandon said, man.
There was a lot of people that, like, I'm sitting there watching, like, people down everywhere. Like, mom and dad were at turn 9 at the museum where, you hit the hump and go down. They were like, yeah, we had 6 bikes down at one time over there. I was like, that's why they red flagged it, because everybody was crashing. So I was just like, ugh. I was like, can we just end this, please? Let's get this out. Just because, like, you hear it on the radio, and you're like, who's down now? It's like, oh my God. Like, at least it was like wet, and it wasn't wet and drying or dry and then wet, like a little bit of rain came through. But it was a carnage. It was a mess.
And then, race 2, DeMario and then Dominique crashed and ended up second. And then Sean, big shout out to him, actually crossed the line and with a broke clip on and made it all the way to Park Ferme with a broke clip on.
Hey, that's that endurance stuff. Bro. I mean, you've seen the picture of Parrish shifting with his hand. Like, literally, oh God. When Avery crashed, I think he crashed in that race in 2.
He did.
I picked it up and he can't, and like the throttle lever is done. Just can't do shit with it. It won't twist. The clip-on's broken. So I lean over and look at him like, pull it. So he pulls on it and he revs it. He goes, oh, I was like, he takes off. I was like, that kid has never raced endurance. Just pull on it, damn it. You'll get back. I don't know if it was warm up or the race, but I was like, just pull on it. You'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure it was the race, man. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But then they ended up giving the podium to my other boy, Levi Batty, man, which is absolutely fast, amazing kid, man.
Oh, Levi's good. Levi's on one of those
absolute dude. I love him and his dad, bro. His dad is absolutely bro. So one of his major sponsors come in from, man, I don't want to get this wrong. Belgium, where they're from. And,
he's Belgian. I know that.
He listens to the podcast, which is an honor, right? And we finally met, and dude, it was just nothing but love, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Dude, it's awesome, man.
That's the best part, because I texted you after after Twins Cup and Talent Cup. I'm like, I don't know if they recognize me from the show or what, but this is the most time I've ever had anybody stop and say hi. I'm like, hey, what? Good, whatever, cool, thanks, get out of here, good job. But like, anyway, I texted you that. I'm like, this is weird. I'm a corner worker. They don't come talk to me. They don't want to. I don't want to talk to them.
Like,
I'll talk to them after the race.
Aren't you that goofy guy we see on the show sometimes? They're like, yeah,
it's fine. Yeah,
I love it, dude.
I'm the
told you he was famous.
Famous as ass.
I love it. Chris Durbin says, let me pull this up. He says, in the garage getting the bike ready for the weekend at Talladega, I will say Barber MotoAmerica had some awesome racing. Twins Cup had some epic battles and got to give it up to Josh for the awesome race win at 50 years young. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. We're going to get to Super Sport.
Yeah, we'll get to Super Sport. And then I might be down at Talladega on Sunday just to come hang out.
Oh, dude, there you go, man. And I'll be at Road Atlanta, dude. So I will see you there, Chris. Beginning of May, I can't wait. And then I'll be at Cycle Jam too, Chris. So let's go.
Cycle Jam's a good one. Well, we already had that discussion.
Yeah, we did. So anyway, back to race 2. My boy Andrew Way, dude. Big shout out, dude. 4th, man.
Yeah. Ryan was running 5th till he got a little greedy, but that's okay.
It's part of racing, man. It's part of the game we play, you know. So, but yeah, dude, Ryan, dude, he did an amazing job as always, man. Well, again, Wolfpack for life, baby. You guys already know. And then in 5th we had Zach Foster.
Yeah.
And then big shout out to my boy Romeo Chavati, man.
I know Romeo did really well in that second race.
Yes, he did, man. He's dude. he's got a unique style in himself, dude. His character and the way he is, dude. I love Romeo and his dad. They're such amazing people, man. So if you guys listen, next Twin Cup race you guys go to, everybody we're talking about, Demario, Dominique, Levy, Andrew, dude, all of them, Romeo, make sure you stop by and say hi, get that picture, get that autograph. They got a hat or a t-shirt for sale. Yeah, man, get it, man. It helps everybody out so much, man. It really does. And it means the world to everybody. So we appreciate you. So yeah, back to it, man. In 7th, we had who was 7th again? Chase Brown. Yep, Chase Brown was in 7th, and then we had Trenton Morgan in 8th. And then Joseph Bittner, and
another guy I've raced. Good dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
He gave me a very good compliment my t-shirt weekend. He goes, "Are you the guy on the orange and white bike?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "You're really good on the brakes going into 1 and 2. I went, "Oh, thanks. I guess. Great. It's my first weekend racing. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate that. Thank you." But anyway.
Yeah, dude. Chris, dude, good luck this weekend at Talladega, bro. Go out there and get on that top box, bro.
Yep.
Let's go, man. Absolutely. So yeah, and then another shout out to Elisa Gidron, man. You did good too. Absolutely. Yeah. First woman.
She did really good.
Yeah. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. You know, the whole Carnes Performance team, man. They're all of them are really good friends of mine. Dude, that you got Kyle Onsar helping out with the data. You got my buddy James Allen, turning the wrenches, and everybody else involved in the team. It's of course my buddy Curtis Woodworth. Big shout out to him. So yeah, man. So the championship stands right now in the Twins Cup. DeMario at 85. Big shout out to my boy Matthew Chapin at 66. My homeboy Dominique Doyle, man, at 52. Avery Dreyer at 47, and Sean at 45. So let's go, man. It's going to be a good year, man.
It is. I'm looking at the schedule. I'm just seeing what's the next Twins Cup round. I think it's Road America.
No, it's not.
Hang on. Because they're not at Road Atlanta.
No, it's not Road Atlanta. It is not.
Hang on. Come on. My internet's half decent, but give me a second. Yeah, you're right. No, there isn't. When's the next Twins Cup race?
I think they go to the Ridge.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
I think they do.
Yeah, it's Ridge.
America.
No, they don't do. They're done till the Ridge.
Yeah,
they're not doing Road Atlanta.
Yep. The Ridge. I got it right. I remembered. Let's go.
Yeah, you did better than me. Hang on, I gotta let Adam in. The R1's here. Hang on.
No, you're good. You're good. So yeah, people, man, the whole weekend was absolutely amazing. Super Sport was really good too. Josh Hayes on that win at 50 years old was just what can you say? I've always been a Hayes fan. Who could? He's one of the few racers that started late in his career from track days, getting into the scene and Formula Extreme. And dude, it was he's a legend.
I remember seeing him in a Weir race. Like, who is this guy? And he just destroyed
everything.
I was like, who the hell is this? But anyway.
Yeah, so Super Sport, bro, man. We have a lot of friends in Super Sport. Big shout out. We're proud of every single one of you guys and girls. Dude, again, R9 first year.
Okay.
They already won in World Super Sport first race out, right? So it's a weapon.
Skoltz ran a 25.8 in qualifying on Saturday. I don't know where that would have put him on the Superbike grid, but it would have been in the top 10 in the back half of it. Like that second row, stock 1,000. The bike looks wide, just bodywork wise. It's a wide looking bike.
It's got a little wing on it.
It looks really long, so it's real stable. Blake and Matt could really put that thing wherever they wanted it to, and it was strong. That bike came out of the corner very well.
Yes,
like
It was planted too.
Like would get that it wouldn't even drop that much. It would set and then just start digging, and you just see it leave. And you're just like, oh my God.
And the roll speed, dude, Schultz had I was like,
it wasn't even the speed that he would have coming through the hairpin through turn 5 where I was at. It was the speed dropping down into the tunnel jump, like dropping down off the back straight. I haven't seen anybody like that on a super sport bike in a while. Yeah. And the last person that saw it was him on an R6, like, or maybe Bobier and Garrett on an R6. Like, it was insane. The bike itself is going to be good once they're going to have to do some balancing just whenever the new V2 shows up and where that KTM shows up. So they'll balance it out probably next year just because they'll have a year of data on the R9. That KTM is going to come out. They're going to race that. They're going to have to. The new Ducati, that 890 that's coming, that'll be here. That'll all be next year. But if the performance of that R9 can speak to these other two bikes that are coming, I don't know what everybody's mad about. The super sport class is dead. Y'all are all wrong. Shut up. Everything's going faster. Like 1,000. It might not be an R6, a high, crazy, screaming R6. It ain't that, but guess what? It's still faster. So I don't know what you want.
Some people just don't like change, right?
I guess. Like, I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know how this CP3 motor is going to be because as a street motor, it's great, but I haven't seen any real good race motors out of it, building it right. And then Skulls and Blake Davis show up on this thing, and it's just like, oh, yeah, no, this thing's going to be real good. Like, this bike's going to be real good.
Ripper, dude, for sure.
Oh,
yeah. Listen, I agree.
Hey, the development they did on that V2 on the Ducati for this year, PJ looked good. Kayla looked awesome. Kayla, if they didn't red flag that race, Kayla would have gotten Ty Scott 100%. But yeah, it was. Yeah, like I kind of half agree with PJ on that. It's like, yeah, these R9s are fast. Like, they're real fast. And you got two of the best, super sport riders on the bikes that we've got. So it's like, what do you think's going to happen? And then you got, Josh Hayes at 50. Like, all right, Trey Beatty. Like, what are we doing?
I love it, man. We'll get to race 2, but yeah. So race 1, dude, Matty Skoltz, and then 2.9 seconds behind was PJ, which is, dude, he's a legend, right? He's PJ, super fast.
The Ducatis at Barber never work. They just don't. They've never done it. Barber is a very front-end centric racetrack. Ducatis don't turn on the front end at this level. That's why Yamaha does, and Suzuki always do really well here. Good front ends, that's what's going to do it. So the PJ got a second out of that race, and he was pushing. He was pushing hard.
He was on it.
That's about the ceiling for that thing right there at that moment in time. Like,
he said, right there.
I did. That was it.
I caught that.
I did. That was a Buck Rogers.
Oh shit! And then so in third, man, we had my boy Blake Davis, dude. Him and his dad Mike, dude. I love them. They are absolutely amazing, man. And dude, Blake's a legend, dude. He has such a talented kid. He's definitely gonna make it. 100%. Oh yeah,
he's one of the fastest goofballs I've ever met. Like, good
kid. He's so awesome. Kid. Oh, dude, he's awesome. I love him, dude.
Good kid. And he's 18. He's not a kid anymore, but he's still a child to me. But just the biggest goofball, Greg, the guy that owns the Chiefs Racing Team. He's like, I owe him like 3 TZ250 rides because he's like, okay, you win the Twins Cup championship, you can ride a TZ250. He did. He still hadn't paid up yet. He goes, okay, you win me a super sport race, and I'll let you ride. He goes, and Blake won a super sport race. And he looked at Blake, saw him this past weekend. He goes, you win this super sport championship, you can ride a TZ250. And he's like, I'm probably gonna owe this kid 3 TZ250 rides. And he's like, I don't care, but it's like shit. You know.
It's awesome. So yeah, man, Blake, I can't wait to see what the future holds for him. He's definitely
I think he's going to be one of the ones that if he doesn't get snagged in Europe, he's going to have a very, very good career here. That's what I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So, and then dude, my boy Tyler Scott, dude, in fourth.
Dude, Ty,
Ty is his riding style is super unique too, and he is so fast. He's one of the guys where he's so smooth. He don't even look like he's fast, you know. And then you look at the lap time, you're like, holy shit.
Which is what you want, especially at Barber.
Yeah.
It's like the guys that you see, they're all over the shop, backing it in, sliding everywhere. They don't go as fast as the guy that doesn't look like he's going fast. Like, you know, we'll talk about the next class, those psychos. Anyway, but like Ty you don't pay attention, then you look and you go, oh, wait a minute. I need to watch this. And him and Max Van both, like Max did really well. Max had a very good weekend.
Yes, he did.
With
M4.
With M4.
Go, man.
Awesome. Yes. Like I'm pumped for that. I'm so happy that he got that ride. Him and his dad both have been putting so much time in. And his dad has done so much for the sport just on his own.
Yeah.
You know, and then like having the ability to have both of them in that tent and under the tutelage of Chris and John Ulrich. Like I can't think of anything better for the sport personally. Yep. Like,
no, I agree. Yeah, dude, I give them a shout out every podcast, man.
Yeah.
STG and Brown and Max Van, man. Let's go, dude.
They have done,
dude. They're amazing people, man. They're just like us.
Yeah,
they laugh, they cut up, we cuss,
Brian Van is probably one of the more dirty-minded people ever.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Straight OG.
Oh God,
y'all don't know. Y'all better recognize
some zingers. He'll sit there. Boo! I'm like, I'm just gonna sit back here and watch. Like, I'm just sitting back.
I'm making me some popcorn on this.
I'm gonna sit back and take notes. Like, this is amazing,
right?
You know.
But yeah, dude, absolutely amazing. And then Kayla, big shout out to Kayla, another friend of mine. She
telling you, if they hadn't red flag that race, she'd have gotten Ty 100%.
She's an absolute weapon.
I don't know what they found or what she did in the off season. They found something. She is going to be a lot more toward the front this year.
Yeah,
1,000% a lot more toward the front. She did great last year. Just first time, like she bounced around teams for 3 years, and now she's got a second year on a team. And I'm like, let's go. Like I'm all for it. Let's go. I'm excited to see what she does this year. So, and it gives my girl somebody to cheer for.
Dude, I think women in this sport is absolutely amazing. And so the last class we're going to talk about is BTR, obviously. I'm a huge fan. Not a lot of people are. Butch Boo, you guys should be. But anyway, so, dude, and then, of course, we got another legend, Corey Alexander, man.
Dude,
6th.
He was doing well.
Bro, absolutely, man. I love his attitude, too, man. I always end up running up into him right outside the track wherever we're at, like breakfast or the store or something. I'm like, are you following me, dude? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, dude. Awesome. He's awesome. So big shout out to him, man. Yeah, an amazing race, man. He's another one, man. You know, at the Daytona 200, if you guys missed it, he was with my all-time favorite goat of mine, Keanu Reeves, you know, on the Arch motorcycle and the Super Hooligans. And
I can't wait to see that at Road Atlanta. Bro, I can't wait to see that bike.
They're not going to be there at Road Atlanta.
Arch isn't going to be there.
They're not racing Super. Are they racing Super Hooligans there? Okay, then yeah, I can't
Don't
wait.
you do that to me, Chris.
Sorry.
That is, I am not okay with that.
No, I'm
Hang
not
on a
either.
minute.
I messed up. Yeah, I messed
Hang
up.
on.
No, I'm pretty sure Super Hooligans are going to be there.
I think they are.
I was thinking of the Twins Cup.
Twins Cup ain't going, no. Yeah, Super Hooligans going to be there.
Yes.
Oh,
so let's
you
go.
about gave me a heart attack.
But yeah, so Corey's gonna, it's awesome, man. I love to see another manufacturer in the sport. It's good. Plus, Keanu is such a down to earth person, and his love of motorcycles that's why he's here, right? First and foremost. So it's good. And then of course, my boy Camp boy on the Ducati, man, in 7th.
He ran off. Something happened to him. I think he may have lost the front going through 14,
made a mistake.
Going through that dip.
Yeah.
And he just ran wide to save it. But he looked great Saturday. And then Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get to Sunday. Yeah, we'll get to Sunday. So
yeah,
and then 8th, Jake Lewis, another friend of mine, man.
Jake's the best. Like I've told you before. I've been watching that kid since he was 14.
Yeah, I've been watching for a long time. Dude, he's awesome.
Like just down to earth kid. He jumped on that R9. He looks good on it. He looks
absolutely does.
He looks good on it, and he gave Josh Hayes everything he wanted in race 1 or race race 1, and him and T Hobbs was with him too, and it was like Jake gave everybody that was around him every bit of work that they could handle. Yep. So Jake on that R9 is gonna be good.
He's gonna be a problem.
Yep,
for sure. Right. So big shout out to Jake, man. We actually at the flat track race at Daytona, man. I was hanging out with Sammy Halbert. And I look over and there's Jake. I was like, hold up, man. I was like, what's up, Jake? He's like, oh, what's up, Simcoe? I was like, dude, this flat track's amazing. And we just talked, about the season and all that good stuff. So he's Jake's dude. It always blows me away how tall he is.
Oh,
and how big he is. I look at him, I'm like, what is up, dude? I'm looking up.
The crazy thing was the first time I met him, I was taller than him. That's how long I've known this kid. I was like, he wasn't by much, but that was
hilarious. And then in 9th, dude, David Anthony, bro.
He looked good. It's the bike. It's the bike from last year. I mean, you can tell, but I mean, he looked good on it. He did great. Look, if you're top 10 in this class in super sport, shit, like you're doing well. Like this class is deep.
Super deep, right? And dude, we got Erica Wolf in the house.
Mama Wolf,
baby. Can't wait to see you guys.
Mama Wolf.
Yes, absolutely. And then of course in 10th, dude, the legend Josh Hayes.
That dude at 50, it's
bro.
I'm just glad he's riding.
Yeah, and determined. That's what he wants to do. That's what he loves to do. So why not? I'm all for it, dude.
And he's been 100%. Racing endurance with Army of Darkness for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I mean he keeps fit. He's probably the most fit 50-year-old you're ever going to see in your life. Like, I know he's more fit than me. Like that's not that high of a bar to jump over anyway. But like, no, he can still do it. Melissa still has her hands in it with Aiden and
Avery,
yeah.
Ella,
Ella,
Ella and the Kramer, yeah.
So yeah, like,
dude. So I remember I was at MotoAmerica and I'm talking to Riston. He's like, yeah, dude, I got to go in here, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna go grab your shirt. I'll be right back. Right? He's like, yeah, I'll be here. Just open the door and walk in. Okay. So, dude, I opened the door and he's sitting there with Josh Hayes talking, and Josh gives me this look like, who the fuck are you? Right? He didn't say it, but he just looked at me because they were like in his debrief. I had no idea. He just told me to come back and walk in, dude. And I was like, what's up, Josh? Here you go. Riston, here's your shirt. I'm gonna leave it here. I'll holler at you guys later. And shut the door and was like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I walked into something I probably should have walked into.
Right. I didn't mean to, my bad. No hard feelings, of course, but yeah, it was just one of those. He just looked at me like, who the fuck is this guy right here? Right? Just
what are you doing here?
Oh, I love it. And then of course, dude, my boy Max Van in 11th, dude.
Again, give him some time on that bike. It's a 750. I think he was on a 750 last year.
Yep.
I think it was an M4 750 last year.
Yep.
Give him some time on it. Let him get used to what he's having to do and get through the electronics. He's got a really big team with him just because it's M4. So Yeah, I'm excited for him. I'm really happy for him.
Me too, man. And then buddy of mine, Torrin Collins, dude.
Torrin did great.
Altus, dude.
Torrin
Awesome, dude.
Flying.
Bro, Torrin's such a good kid, man. Such down to earth. He's not a kid, young man, dude. He's so down to earth and devastatingly fast. I remember last year, everything wasn't going his way. Of course, we all know that's how racing goes sometimes, right? And I hate to see my friends when they're down and out, right? Of course, I blind all this positive energy and make them laugh when we're together. But when he went back to Canada and he started whooping everybody's ass, dude.
Oh, he jumped on that ZX10.
Yeah, dude, it was just murdering it, dude, straight up, and then come back here and yeah, he's in the right headspace. And I talk about all the time how important the mental game is of racing as his life too as well, right? So
he is probably one of the most slept on talents right now.
Dude, I 100% agree, dude. Torrin
he is so slept on.
Dude, if he was under the right setup, the right team, because it's all about the right team. And this is what I say about this, people. Okay, Valentino Rossi, when he left Yamaha and he went to Ducati, obviously he wasn't with the right team. They didn't believe in him. What happened to the GOAT?
Look at Mark Marquez. We have an entire podcast about that.
Right. So it's all about, the team environment, people believe in you, and you having a good headspace and showing up and laughing and having fun. So Jack Miller is one of my favorites, right? When Jack shows up and he's laughing, he's devastatingly fast, right? He shows up, he's not laughing or smiling. It's all in your headspace, man. It's crazy. So yeah. And then of course my boy Teague Hobbs, man, on the R9 too. Big shout out to him.
Super, like that team came out of nowhere.
I love
the Bryce Prince thing. Well, too. It's BPR Racing. It was Bryce Prince. Now it's Bryce Conbray, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
he changed it to align with his stepdad or something. I don't know. Good for you, man. Whatever you want to do. So that team just showed up out of nowhere, and the bikes look good. The setup looks good. And they've got two really good super sport riders and the GOAT, Josh Hayes, and, T. Hobbs, who got stuck running his own stuff for a while. And we all know how that goes. Yeah. So that's a team that I would watch middle of the year.
Dude, Teague's got all the talent in the world, man. I love to watch him.
Yeah.
Man, he
great rider.
Dude, absolutely. And dude, and again, his headspace and his attitude and and I love his brother, bro. So like I met his brother in Jersey 2 years ago, and I was standing there with all my big shout out to all my boys at CFE, right? I love all them guys. And we're all standing there hanging out, and his brother walks up and he looks at me. He's like, "Holy shit!" And I look at him. I was like, "What?
What happened?
Yeah, what's good? Did I just miss something?" He's like, "Dude, I love your podcast." And I was like thrown back, of course, as always, right? I'm like, "Dude, absolute honor, dude. It really is." I get emotional when I hear stuff like that, but yeah, dude. So every time we run into each other, it's always stop chatty Cathy and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah,
absolutely awesome. But moving forward, man, big shout out to Owen Williams, man. On the GSXR 750, dude. He's another one, man, that he's out there in California training all the time, racing. Jason Pridmore,
I hope they let him still run at Willow Springs. I know that track just got bought by Singer, but we'll see how if they can let motorcycles still on it. Oh
well, let's just hope, right?
Yeah.
Right now. So we'll see. We'll just keep the positive vibes out there, and let's keep it going. So, and then big shout out to my boy Alex Enriquez, man. Absolutely in 15th, man. So Alex, for you guys don't know, he was in the Red Bull Rookie Cup. He's actually on a show called Born Racers. You guys
on HBO.
Look it up. It's at other places too. Red Bull TV.
Yeah, Red Bull TV and HBO Max had it.
And also Apple TV, because I got on Apple TV too, right? So it's called Born Racers. Listen, if you guys want to know, and girls, what it really takes to make it and how cutthroat Red Bull Rookies is, trust me, this is real life. It's true. I love it because it is what it is. People, show up and at the end, it's like, yeah, you didn't make it. You're not coming back next year. And you just see the devastation and the dads and the sons and the arguments and just the whole, it's just like club racing, but at such a higher level because everything's on the line. Everything you worked up to, the moves, the sacrifices, the mortgages, the credit cards, the divorces, everything that happens in between is up to that pivot point, right? So the pressure on the kids too is like, I couldn't imagine, dude.
The crazy thing is, if you make that, you don't pay for anything.
No.
You're not paying, like, you don't pay for tires, fuel. You pay to get yourself, your chaperone, and your mechanic there. Yep. You don't pay for gear, tires, anything. Everything's paid for except for what you need to do.
Yeah.
So like that in itself is probably one of the big ones that, like, that's why they're fighting and trying to go so hard, which I get. But like, I can't imagine. I don't know if I could put a kid through that. I don't know if I could do that to somebody.
Man, I could, dude. If my son really wanted it, and I see he had a job, he was doing it, dude. I'm all in, straight up. But I would do like Kristen Daniel did in junior. I'd sell all my shit, and we're going to Spain, baby. That's what we doing. So,
like, if they had the talent and they showed the aptitude and they showed the ability to put the work in, then we're gonna go chase this. But
let's do it, right? And another shout out I want to give out, dude, to my really good buddy, man, Riston Grigg, dude. He had a crash, man. I hope you're okay. He's on Ducati this year, dude. And Riston, I'm for everybody, man. He's an absolute weapon, an absolute legend, dude. Dirt bike background, road racing, and he's so fast. His style is super unique. The way he approaches, if every rider in the sport approaches, I call them Spartans of the sport, right? Getting prepared for battle. Everybody's got their own, certain things. And I love the way his whole mentality and the way he approaches, even when things don't go his way and it's not running good, everything. He's so methodical too. He's an absolute legend. So you guys keep an eye out, man. Riston Grigg, dude, I'm telling you. And his dad, Steve, nothing but love, man. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again. So let's go, man. Riston's absolutely amazing. But so of course, on that note too, in race one, my boy Luca Allen from BSB. I know you guys been hearing around MotoAmerica. I've known about this little adventure for a hot minute, but super proud of him, man. Listen, over there in BSB, he raced a GP2. So in BSB, in their super sport class, they also run a GP2 class. A GP2 class is basically a Moto2 motorcycle with a stock motor, but you have infinite chassis adjustments, swing arm, you name it, swing arm, front, the whole nine. Or you could buy a super sport and have motor work done to it, but then you got the cost of several moto rebuilds throughout the year versus one upfront cost on the Moto2 with no moto rebuilds, an infinite amount of adjustment. And dude, Luca is a proper legend, especially on the circuits out there in the UK. So it's first time here, racing on a brand new team, a brand new bike, on brand new circuit, on brand new soil. So do me a favor, next time you guys at track, show super proper mega love to my boy Luca Allen. Make him feel welcome. Buy the team shirt, get the picture, get the autograph. So let's go, man. You guys keep an eye out too. He's a legend.
Yep.
So let's go. I'd love to see the cross-platform, man. BSB, man. Listen, I wish we had a program like we used to have in school where we used to write somebody overseas and they'd write back and be our friend, from overseas.
Hey, you remember the match races? Yeah, the match races, the transatlantic match races.
Yep.
So I was talking to somebody. About it a couple of years ago, one of the MotoAmerica officials, and he was like, "Yeah, we're all for it if we can get the schedule and somebody wants to come up with about $10 million to do it." I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He says we got to get everybody over there and get the tracks rented and everything else. So it's like, I would love to be able to do that. Like Hickman talked about it on Rispoli's podcast, I think.
Yeah, I haven't.
He was talking about coming over
that one yet.
So
I can't wait, dude. He's another one, man. I know Hickman. He's the treatment I got when I went over there, and I talk about all the time to BSB was the best time I ever had going to any race ever in my life. It was I that's all I could say. It was probably right. So, dude, them boys are fast too, man.
Dude, hey,
don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted.
You and I need to we still need to plan to go over there one year,
dude. Listen, we will, and you know what, dude? I'm going to the TT too, man. That's on my bucket list, man.
We'll figure out a way to like hit a BSB race and the TT race.
Well,
we'll figure it
out.
Make
that happen, man.
I have to double mortgage the house, but we'll go do
it. Hey, dude, listen, we only live once. Let's go. I'm with it. So we'll play the lotto. So race 2, man. Again, in the rain. The rain's the equalizer, right? As we all know. Which, some people love it, some people hate it. I always like the rain. I like to ride in the rain on the street when I first started riding street bikes. I love the sound of the rain hitting my helmet, and you learn how much traction you actually have because you start pushing. And, dude, street squid. Come on, man. That's where most of us started from.
I'm not arguing whether the street's good or not. I just if I'm caught in the rain, that means I got caught on the way home. I'm not actively going out to ride the rain on the street. No.
Yeah. Chris Durbin says, I want to race the TT so bad. Listen, Chris, dude, I can't wait to sit down with you on the podcast, my brother. And we're definitely going to talk about TT. It's my favorite race.
Road Atlanta.
So much so that if somebody come up to me and said I can only watch one race a year or one series a year, it'd be the TT just for the 2 weeks. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. From the very first moment I ever seen it, I was like, whoa! It just moved my soul in a way that nothing else has. And the TT is those are the real legends.
Once TT Fortnite starts, we'll have a show.
Oh, dude, 110. We'll have several shows.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we might have a nightly show just to recap every
I'm cool with it.
night. So second, dude, race 2, man, in the rain. Of course, the legend at 50 years old, Josh Hayes, dude.
Corey stayed with him for a good while.
For a hot minute.
For a good while. And it went by so fast just because I was so bouncing around trying to make sure I was where I needed to be. And yeah, I haven't been able to rewatch it yet, but that Ty Scott riding the bike back in and finishing the race with no front fairing,
super hooligan style.
I have a
no foot peg.
No foot peg. I know where. I have a sneaky suspicion I know where that front end ended up, but I'm not saying it ain't in my house. But like, just it's tough to sit there and say, oh, this, that, and the other thing about learning something about somebody in the rain. You just don't. You survive and you get out of it and you go through. But Josh showed his maturity and his intelligence in that race because he got to a lap time and he sat there and he stayed there and he's like, this is as fast as I'm going to go. I just happen to be in the lead. And if you want to go past and get in the lead, you have to go faster than this. So
and I'm pretty fast.
Yeah. And Josh,
that's the thing about Josh, dude, he's so smooth, man.
It's just cream watching him race.
Like Lorenzo style.
But I'm trying to think what else. It was like just rain races when you're corner working. It's a blur just because you're like, how many things am I going to have to pick up?
Yeah.
How many people am I going to go pick up? Like my brother had the best quote about the next class, and I'll tell you before we start on that. I'll save it for that. But just you've got your catcher's mitt on because they're pushing so hard, and it's just like, who is going to come into this corner and really screw it up? Who's it going to be? And we're sitting there like, you could spot them when you come over the hill. Like as soon as they crest that hill and go into your vision, you're like, that's not going to work. And you're like, oh no, okay, he made it barely, but shit, like it was. You could tell you could see people that were patient and let the race come to them. Jake did really well. Torrin did well, and I think Torrin crashed in that, didn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, Torrin was doing well before he threw it away.
Yep.
Just the way it goes. It's a rain race. Josh,
part of the game.
Josh is always going to win it. Matt crashing, then picking the bike up and finishing third. The corner I was at, I sent you a picture where I was at. I'm literally on that old access road in between the hairpin in the middle and the back straight dropping down off into the tunnel jump area. I looked up and I had a couple of photographers behind me. because they're sitting there, they're shooting there, and they're shooting the other way. And I looked up and went, oh, shit, mid-high side. So the bike's like this, like straight up and down, and the mat's back over here. Got up, picked the bike up, got, what up, dude?
Set up the internet.
What is up, buddy? Do what?
Can you help me set up the internet on my Xbox?
Yeah, when I get done, I will.
When are you done? Because I'm going to play Siege of Cam and Harper.
What do you mean? What do you got to set up? All you got to do is...
The internet. I don't...
All you need is the password. Put in the password. Our internet is Simco. The password's on the refrigerator. No, dude. Mommy can do it. Get the passwords on the refrigerator.
Mom's not going to do it. You know that. Well, she's going to crash out.
Listen, the password's on the refrigerator.
Yeah, I know.
He looked tired.
Dude, he is. He's getting in that teenage years, right? So.
Oh, hey. I've got 2 of them.
I know. So, yeah.
Anyway, so
Maddie finishing 3rd after wrecking.
Yeah, Matt finishing 3rd after racking out. I can't remember where Blake placed. That's one you just like. You see rain at Barber, you're just like, just get through it because it puddles so bad.
It does.
That's just a race you survive and you get through it and you move on. So, the puppies.
Yeah, my puppies. Rossi, of course. My mic should be able to reach all the way out here.
Don't hurt him with that claw now.
See if I can do this. Sorry, puppy. All right.
Got it.
Did it. Because my son ain't worried about me. He's worried about logging in on Wi-Fi.
It's usually the way it works.
It's the most important thing ever, Daddy.
Yep.
I got to play right now, Daddy.
Of course.
You don't understand, Daddy?
You have to.
I love it.
Anyway, but yeah, Barber in the rain, you just survive, you get through, and just be excited to get out of there because it bites hard when it's raining. So, but yeah, talk to Cam P about getting bit.
Yeah. I hope he's okay too.
I do too.
So,
because that bike and that team with all the people, because that's the main Ducati team with Ducati support from Italy.
Yep.
Like the opportunity that's sitting there like that, if he can stick with it and he doesn't get hurt and he does well,
we'll take him far.
He's gonna be okay. Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
But I just genuinely hope he's okay.
Me too.
I haven't heard anything. I know he didn't race on. I don't remember him racing on Sunday. I remember him going to take practice, and then I looked up and I thought I saw the bike at parked, like leaned up against the air fence over at Tunnel Jump, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, no more Debbie Downer.
Yeah. So yeah, and then 4th again, Blake Davis, bro.
Dude.
Again.
Kid, if somebody, because he's 18, if somebody didn't snatch him up to go to Europe, that's okay. Stay here and have your career here.
They should snatch him up, though. I agree.
Yeah, there's a World Supersport team that could probably use a little help.
Yep.
So,
and then if Max Van in 5th, bro.
Dude, again, like rain, you be patient. The race will come to you in the rain.
Absolutely. And then Jake Lewis, and then Kayla, and then Teague Hobbs, Tyler Scott again, Jarrett Nassani, man. Good to see him.
I picked Jarrett up on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I seen. Oh, I didn't see it on TV, but I seen that he went down.
Me and Caleb picked him up, so we were pushing it. Like, why is this thing?
I like Jarrett, heavy? Dude. He's awesome, man.
Oh, great guy. He wanted to ride it in, but we're looking at it. We're like, you're not riding this bike.
Yeah, there's no way.
It ain't happening.
No, not happening.
We gave him 10 minutes to try, but it ain't happening, dude. On a truck.
Owen Williams in 11th, dude, again, and then my boy Aiden Sneed, man, in 12th.
After hurting himself on Saturday.
Yes, dude. So big shout out to Aiden. And then Joel in 13th, and then my boy Luca Allen in 14th, man. So, and then the championship standings is Skolsey's on 41, PJ on 40, Hayes on 31, Davis Blake on 29, Kayla on 20, and Ty Scott on 20, man. So
it's going to be the PJ and Matt show again, especially at Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta, PJ and Matt show is going to be fun.
Let me see how it plays out.
You are going to want to if we can get over to where you and I sat for the last year, we might make our way up there this year.
I'm in. 100% I'm in. That was awesome last year, man. It was I got videos. I was like, bro, it's always amazing to be that close. So
it's so much fun when it's that close.
So on to the super bike race, man.
Yo,
of course, dude, Saturday, man. I always loved it. I always said when Cam come back, there's gonna be trouble.
Well,
like just
Cam
trouble.
being healthy is always going to be a problem for the rest of the field.
Facts.
So, and on top of the fact that he's on that Alpha 1 BMW, and that's not built here. They get that from Germany and they get it over here.
And that thing is fast in a straight line.
Dude. So we knew he was on pole and we had heard he was, okay, this is fast. Then we got back to the hotel and we watched the qualifying. 22.7 around Barber is psychotic. Like you're watching it and it doesn't make sense because it looks like it's going, there's no movement. It just literally just looks like that's where he's at. But then you look closer and it's sliding everywhere. Two-wheel drift everywhere. And he's flat to the stop. And you're just like, what is going on right now? I remember I didn't get a chance to see time, like get the sheets from there like I did last year. I know last year his trap speed at Barber down the front straight was 160.
Yeah,
which is insane because that front straight is not that long.
No.
And he pulled that 122 out. I was like, what just happened? Because I haven't seen those lap times since a certain duo were taking chunks out of each other on Suzuki's. So, and then surprise of the weekend, Bobby Fong. Now, well, let me rephrase that. Not surprise.
No.
But
I knew he was going to be on a problem once he got on the not saying that the team last year, the Aussie team went back because they were a proper mega team, man, and they deserved everything 110%.
But that's not an attack performance bike.
Yeah. So I already knew he was going to be a problem. I was like, Bobby's definitely going to be a big problem.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's a surprise. I'm not going to say it wasn't expected. Or it was expected, but I'm not going to say it was a surprise. Now, Jake Gagne, that was a pleasant surprise on Saturday.
Yes, it was.
When he got hurt, he was kind of coming, like everybody was like, what happened to Jake? What happened to Jake? What happened to Jake? I'm like, guys, he was right there through the thick of it in 23. 2024, he got injured. He had some problems. And now it's the first race back. Like, let's give him a weekend and see where he's at. They look great. Back to where, coming through, putting a bike on the center of the tire and firing it out. He was all on. It looked like Gagne of old. I was just like, oh, no, it might be a Cam and Jake show again now that if they stay healthy. But he looked great on Sunday or Saturday. Heron again, Ducatis don't go well at Barber. Ducatis are not suited to Barber. It's the way it goes. And Josh doesn't finish off the season until the end of the year anyway.
Josh is a racer, though. You know what I'm saying?
Not arguing that.
Yeah.
Josh was fast, looked good, bike looked good, sounded good, but just that. But the one that surprised me the most, and I will say this, and I say this as respectfully as possible, I don't understand how Sean Dillon Kelly didn't crash going into the hairpin. I don't, and I say this with the most respect I can give, because the way he pushed the front every lap into that corner, I don't get it. Like, I know what he's doing and I know what's going on. 99% of the time you fold the front doing that, and it didn't. And Caleb and my brother and I were just sitting there watching, like, how the hell is he doing that? Because I see him coming, I see him start the brake, and I'm like, I'm about to start running, because it's like, that's just not going to work. And every fucking time I was like, what is happening right now? He went in one time and he ran it wide, and he went in, and I was like, "This is it. He's about to dump it here." Nope. Slid both tires, stayed up, ran wide, fired it back out. I'm just like, I don't care. What's going on? This is some bullshit. Like, this is ridiculous. And then Caleb and I were talking about, I'm like, what was that? He goes, I have no idea. I have never seen that at that corner, ever. Not like that. So then Richie, poor guy, stayed right with everybody, got crossed up. Like, he was saying he couldn't turn right. And I go, they're like, what did everybody else were? It's the left-hand corner. I go, I know what he was doing. He had the brakes on so hard, he bottomed the forks out. Rear end came up. He couldn't counter steer into the right to save it, and there it went.
Yeah.
So, and I was running to go help that crash, and then I look up and I hear something in the gravel. I'm like, wait, what? Somebody else came down the hill and crashed again right behind him. I'm like, son of a bitch. So one of the BMWs, I was like, great, here we go. So I got over there right when Caleb got to it, and this guy had dug a hole. It was a hole. Caleb literally had to get up onto the subframe. I think he may have Caleb thought he broke the subframe picking it up, but he picked it up, get it up over that hump, and then he pinned it and peppered us. I was just like, oh, shit. So, but no, like Superbike, Sean Dillon Kelly and that Suzuki is going to be good. Like, if they can get some legs on that bike, and all the Yamaha and the Suzuki are both 10 years old pretty much, because they haven't done anything with, like, there's nothing new on the R1. There might be a little bit of body work, but the chassis is the same. Suzuki's the same since 2017. Like, this is about as fast as they're probably going to get. Maybe a little bit faster, but not by much. So I'm interested to see. I really like that Richie didn't get hurt, because that poor guy
bailed out
for how long. But Richie's probably going to be the faster of the two on the Suzuki over the year, if he can stay on the bike. So
I don't know, man. I think SDK.
And I'm not saying he's not fast. He's
or Cam Bobier. I honestly, I take it back. I think it should be Cam SDK, and then I mean,
I'm going, if I had to call it right now, it's Cam's. Cam should be the favorite if he can stay healthy, because that BMW is a rocket ship, and it's a rocket ship that actually handles well around everywhere, because that was shown to us in the dry and in the wet. So the Yamahas are going to be great at the Ridge, at Laguna.
I was just talking about BMW.
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying, BMW is going to be a problem. Like,
that's why I think we'll finish in BMW at the top of just in the BMW.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Cam's going to, Cam's going to be, if Cam doesn't win the championship this year, I'll be surprised. If he stays healthy, I'm calling it now. Cam's probably going to get it. Just seeing how fast he was, and how he just hung back there with Bobby for a little bit, and let Bobby take off and set the pace, and then 2 laps to go, pass and just go. Like, if he can keep doing that, obviously it's going to be him. Hayden looked great on the Honda. The Honda looks awesome. Yes, I am a little biased, but like, first weekend on the bike, and then first practice session, you're already at the times you were at last year on a hybrid stock 1000 Superbike, and you're already there in one session. Road Atlanta, he should be top 5 Road Atlanta. Yeah. It's going to be a good race, and that bike's fast.
Yes, it is.
It's real fast, and they're getting some support from HRC. I think they're getting some support from Moriwaki, just because the Midori-Moriwaki connection. Like, Saturday race was great. It was, between Bobby and Cam, I was like, when Bobby got around Cam, I'm like, I don't know. Like, Cam might get him, but I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Bobby was looking really good.
Bobby looked real good. Bobby, that's the best I've seen Bobby look in a while. What else? That's about it. JD on the stock 1000 is going to be. After watching him ride that thing this past weekend, I'm calling him for the championship. Like that, he's so good, and that bike is so fast, like so fast. He's going to be fun. But
absolutely it is. Yeah, dude, for sure.
So
I agree. Paul McKee says Fong's long overdue time has come. He will be a force. Absolutely. And what is up, Paul? Chris Meyer, what is up? He says, hey,
Chris, hey,
what's up,
repping the boys.
That's it. There it is. I love it. And then Chris says Hayden is still running on a mostly stock bike.
It's mostly stock. I got to run over there and say hi to Rob and them on Friday afternoon, Friday night when I got there. But they had some development work in there. They're getting parts in. It'll be developed. It'll get faster over the year.
It will.
Mid Ohio, it'll be fun. If they race them, they're racing stock 1,000.
Yeah,
Mid Ohio will be
fun. And Road Atlanta, I can't wait, dude. So anyway, we're definitely going to do a recap of Road Atlanta.
Oh hell, we'll be there.
Well, yeah, but we're going to do a recap, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then Hayden Gillum, of course, 6. Ben Smith at 7th. JD Beach, dude.
Ben did really well.
He did.
He's fast, man. That he did very well.
Yes. Bryce, Cornerbow, and then Daniel Lewis out the top 10. And big shout out to Max Flinders, my boy, in 11th, dude. Let's go. And then race 2, man. Dude,
yeah.
Gagne's back.
Gagne, when he came through. Okay, so the quote was, so me and Caleb are sitting there waiting on Superbike. They come through, do their sighting lap. He looks at me, we look at each other, he goes, this race is going to be gross. I was like, shut up. Yeah, it's probably going to suck. But I saw Jake got the start, and when he came up over the rise and came down, and I saw the lead he had, I was like, okay, if he can make it through the next 3 laps, this is it. Ain't nobody catching him. Because if Jake is the best at anything, it is getting that bike stood up on the fat part of the tire. Like talking with Juju about it, like, because I was having that problem. And he used Jake as an example. He's like, do that. Push the bike up. Jake is so good at getting the bike back on a fat part of the tire.
He reminds me of Danny Perdosa, because Perdosa used to do the same exact thing.
Yeah. Like, it is so quick getting the thing back stood up and fired out. I didn't think that the lead was going to stay that big. I thought Cam was going to start coming back through. And I was like 2 or 3 laps to go, and it's like a little bit bigger. I'm like, oh, okay. No, Jake's back. And granted, again, Barber is a Yamaha track. It's a Yamaha track. It's the way it is. But man, that bike and him looked good.
Yes, it
bike looked stable. Josh got third. Heron got third that race, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Him and Cam were fighting, and Rich and Sean got 4th.
Yep.
And he looked really – the whole top 5 looked great.
They did.
Right racing. Like, everything looked good. Didn't really – toward the middle of the year when they start getting some development parts in, things are probably going to speed up a little bit, but everybody will do that. But again, it might be a Cam and Jake show again.
We'll see. One thing I want to touch base on too, real quick, man, is big shout out to my boy Gabriel De Silva, man.
Gabe,
back, dude. Let's go. I was so pumped
on Friday night and said, hey, I didn't get a chance to talk to him and his dad. He was talking to somebody. He's got the Yarritos sponsorship.
Yep.
So he's got all that with him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm so pumped to see him back on the grid running stock 1000. He's on a Honda. So there's that. I hope the team does better than last year. That kid deserves a shot.
Oh, dude, he's so fast.
Much better shot than what he's been getting.
He's
the nicest kid in the world. He's fast.
His natural talent is just it's another level. It really is. I've seen him at Daytona 200.
Yeah.
It's always an honor to hang out with him. I can't wait to see you again, my friend, at Road Atlanta coming up here in a couple weeks.
Oh.
So I'm stopping by, Gabriel. I can't wait, bro. Let's go, boy. You got this, man. He ended up in 13th, man.
Yeah.
In the rain, dude.
Wow.
Dude, again, we talk about, a lot of people deserve it, dude. All the hard work he's put in, and
he deserves every
jumps
bit of it.
on is, dude, he can be on the top box for sure. So
100%. Hell, he beat SDK in the rain and Barber. That was the last time I was corner working at Barber in the rain. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
look, dude, he's actually in here. He says, "Yo, what is up, Gabriel, bro?" He says, "You guys are the nicest."
Oh, shut up! You deserve every bit of it.
Come on, man. You deserve every bit of it. I tell you that all the time, Gabriel. Come on, man. Hey, dude, yeah, for sure. So you guys keep an eye out when you guys could go to Road Atlanta again. Stop by, say hi to Gabriel, get that picture, the autograph. He's got merch, man. Buy a hat, buy a t-shirt. Dude, show nothing but love and support.
Come by the 800 pit too.
Yeah, well, of course, come by there. Yes, we are, right?
You better come see us.
Dude, get out of here, man.
You're gonna
can't get rid of me. I'm gonna come by and be like, I'm hungry. Y'all gonna feed me, right? That's exactly what I'm doing.
I know how it goes. I know how it's gonna work.
Yeah. Gabriel says we are on a stock bike and electronical problems this past weekend, but this year will be awesome, dude. Gabriel, you got this. Nothing but love and support for you, my friend. We know you got the talent. We know that you will shine bright, and your future is bright too. And you, my friend, is absolutely proper mega. So let's go, Gabriel, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, race 2 again, man. Everything was, dude, amazing. My boy, dude, Jason Waters in 9th place.
Jason
Flinders in 10th. Yeah.
Hayden Crash picked the bike up and ended up 8th with a
dude. Ended up 8th. Yeah, and then my homeboy Jesse Rowley, man, in 15th.
Yep. I think that's who I picked up on Sunday or Saturday.
Delon Campbell in 11th.
Yeah.
JD Beach, Escalante, and then Fong, SDK, Heron, and Canby. And then, of course, Gagne back to doing Gagne things.
Gagne back doing Gagne shit, which I'm all for.
Right. Gabriel says, let's see. Gotta come visit.
Yes, you do.
Soon with y'all. Want to ride there so bad when I get a chance soon. Dude, let's go, bro.
Come on.
Dude, you let me know when you go because I'm gonna drive down there and we'll hang out for the weekend.
Hey, come on. Hey, look, both of you guys let me know. We'll figure something out.
Dude, 100%. Yeah, we'll split a hotel or whatever for sure. Sick seeing Gagne back ripping. Dude, Gabriel, I know we was talking about that, dude. He's back. Dude, that confidence, you could see it in the interview too. It was like, yeah.
I mean, everybody remembers the YouTube things that I'm the juggernaut, bitch. He pulled that. Y'all know who the fuck I am? I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Like Gagne did that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even close. No. Like there was nobody to fight with him. He was just like,
bye. See ya. I'm back, baby.
He just ran off and hid.
I'm back, bitches. Yeah. Chris Meyer says Trevor Watson is part of the family repping Fastline track days. Let's go, Chris. You're right.
Yes,
can't wait. Are you going to be there, Chris, in Atlanta? If so, we're definitely going to meet, man. Chris Meyer says
no, he won't be in Atlanta. That's the first weekend for Fastline, I think.
Okay.
But you do need to get him on. We'll get him set up for a show because that one's the Bionic Man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Chris Myers, dude. You already know you're always welcome on the show. All my friends are always welcome on the show, man. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, be honored to sit down with every single one of you. He said, unfortunately, that's our open event. No worries, man. I'll be at the Cycle Jam, but we'll eventually run into each other, bro. I'll be to several other MotoAmerica races. So, Gabriel says I might try to go this year with you guys, Chris Myers. Yeah,
Gabe, you and Chris chat. Chris, you guys will obviously be able to set something up.
Yeah. Hit each other up on Messenger.
Gabe, you let me know whenever you're coming. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, dude, I'll drive out, man. Or anytime you guys come to VIR, let me know.
Oh, we'll be there
for sure. You guys come to VIR, hit me.
I'll crash at your house,
dude. I already told you can. Everybody's welcome, 100%. So anyway, the championship standings as is in Superbike is Canby at 45, Gagne at 41, Fong at 31, Heron at 27, and SDK at 26.
It's going to be fun. Like, this is going to be a really good year. The talent has gotten deep enough to where everybody's like the top 6 are going to be fighting with each other. Because there for a couple of years, it was just like 3 guys and that was it. So, and it seems to have some support coming back. Maybe some manufacturer support. Not saying that it's a full factory team or anything like that, but manufacturers are throwing parts at people and throwing support. I know Yamaha had a World Supersport data guy there that weekend. So we might see some shit.
Time will tell, man. We will see what happens. I love it.
Next couple of years are going to be real good.
Absolutely, they are, man. What a time to be living and racing right now, man. All the changes. Super Sports is soon going to be the premier racing. I mean, that's just what I see.
Super Sports turning into little super bikes, dude.
Yeah, for real. So anyway, dude, last but not least, dude, I got to give a big shout out to all my friends at BTR, man. Build Train Race. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's a great race series.
It is great.
I think it's super cool to see then bring in, first timers, especially women, whether they have a few track days, a couple races under their belt, whatever it is, where they actually got to build their bike, learn how to wrench on it, do the chain, the sprockets, take the tires, and race and the whole.
The bikes always look good.
Dude, they do,
Bikes look good. My only critique, personally, because I am a fan. I like this. I like the series. I like what what the whole thing pushes to do. I'm all for it. I support it 1,000%. I would say the only critique I would have, maybe not have someone have their first time on a racetrack at an AMA National, at a MotoAmerica event. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
No, you're good, bro.
Other than that, it's a wonderful series. I'm all for it. Maybe if we could get some more people on the grid.
Yeah.
With some more bikes on the grid instead of just 15 to 20. If we get 25, 28 bikes on the grid. And I know that's a big expenditure. I know that's a whole lot more money for Royal Enfield to dole out. I get it. You get a pack of 2, a group of 2, a group of 2, a group of 3 or 4, group of 2, group of 3 or 4, and then 1 or 2. And it's, if we get a pack of 4 or 5 together fighting for something, we got something to watch. So, but it looked great. Like, the bikes look good this year. It's the one girl, I can't remember the girl's name that won. She did really well. She was riding really well.
Kara Knibble.
Yeah, Kara. She did really. I didn't get a chance. Again, I didn't get a chance to go in the paddock or anything, but the bikes look great. Like, they look good. They sound good. It's a great little thing to do. It's a great thing for the manufacturer. Again, I wish we could have a few more bikes in the grid.
I also would like to see. I love everything they do, man. It's great. I see your view and your point on it. I would love to see him also have like an alternative outside of the whole 2 years in BTR. Then what happens next? Then they just, another feeder class. But I'd also
go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah. So
Michaela destroyed everybody for 2 years there.
Yeah.
Did really well in Twins Cup at Road America and can't get in nothing where she at.
That's right.
So, but yeah, no, just
yeah.
Great. I mean, it's just a good time. It's a good little class. Like, it's a really.
Chris Meyer says, "I know too many young ladies get turned down for that.
Oh,
It'd be a lot more fun to watch with some competition." And I'm sure they do. I'm sure the budget's only but however many ladies obviously that they have in there. So what I'd love to see more in there, yeah, maybe if outside sponsorship like everybody needs in this sport steps in and more money comes in. But all together, man, I just think it's great what they're doing for because it's also helping grow in our sport. It really is, So
I have a sneaky suspicion Chris knows somebody that probably applied for that may have used to live with him.
Well, I mean, it's all I would say is keep applying.
Yeah.
Straight up, dude. Just keep at it. Well, yeah, so they only had one race. They were scheduled for two, got rained out. They called it off. So
they're going to put it at Jersey, I think.
Yeah, so they're going to do three races at Jersey, which is the last race of the year, which I can't wait because I'll be there too as well. So yeah, Kara Knibble won the first race, and then my friend Shay McGregor, man, congratulations, absolutely. And then Camille Conrad was third. Miranda Kane, congratulations on fourth. That was awesome. Cassie Career was fifth, and then Lucy Blondell, let's go, in sixth.
Yep.
Kate West was seventh. Let's go, Brianna Everett, Tati Pays, and then Kiana Samos. I hope I said that right.
Oh, you and I both are going to butcher last names.
I do, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I say it all the time. People laugh, but I am who I am. I'm sorry. I try. Trust me. I genuinely do. And then my girl Brianna Cutler in 11th, and then Nothing But Love for Poultry Sue in 12th. So yeah, it's always good racing, man. And you'll have, it's just one of those classes where more of the talent shines and than it does in some other classes of the sport.
I would like to take a couple laps on that bike just to see.
Oh, the GT 650? Yeah.
Well,
it looks like a fun bike.
Set up for racing like that. It'd probably be like driving take an old Mustang, a Fox body Mustang to a track day.
Dude, it's a tractor.
Just go bomb around on it. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of laps on one like that, but who knows?
A little tractor. A lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. That's what it's about. But yeah, so listen, that's
the recap.
That's the recap, man. This is a lot of fun. We definitely gotta sit down and do one of these.
Oh, we need to. We're doing it for the year. We've already decided.
For sure. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
I gotta get better lighting in the house. It's horrible,
dude. I got me a freaking $20 Amazon.
Oh, that's happening. I'm sitting in my dining room right now, and like my ceiling fan, the light doesn't want to work.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can turn it off and just have my ceiling fan on.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work for you.
That's not gonna work, right? I wonder if I could. Let me see. I think I could do a setting right here. Let's see what it does.
I'll figure it out later.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, that's the whole reason why I got this, because even with my fan light, looks kind of dark with that. It's kind of normal. So I actually want to get, when I get me a new laptop, I want to get me like a camera I can like stick on here and blah. But anyway, more on that later. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, dude. This is Barber, so stay tuned. Road Atlanta's coming up. Me and Daniel and all our friends will be there. We're
all gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll do some live videos while I'm there and hanging out with my friends. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be back at it for Road Atlanta recap after the weekend. And again, big shout out to all my friends in the industry. You guys know who you are. Next Level Financial, bisontrack.com, Chef Eats, TST Industries, my man Martin at the clothingkings.co.uk out there. You guys can go to the website, get all your Pendergast merch soon. You'll be able to get your Pendergast merch here in the United States too. So you guys stay tuned. I got some news coming for you. Big shout out to Superbike Supply, # Do It For Dad. Everybody at SFL Mini GP, you know who you are.
Absolutely.
Everybody go to miniusasbk.com. Sign up if anybody's interested in going down there, signing up for an event and racing. Just go to that website, and it's also takes donations, right? So yeah, donate. Let's go. Big shout out to RD Racing and my man Jake Marsh out there in the UK. My man Jim at vet2track.com. He does all veterans. So any of my vet friends out there want to get part of a program, it's absolutely amazing. His whole motto is curing PTSD one lap at a time, which is absolutely awesome. Big shout out to Flying Eyes Optics for all your sunglass needs. You can go to flyingeyesoptics.com, use the discount code PENDAGAS and save 10%. 64-degree racing, man. Big shout out to Tate. He made some two-piece. Yeah, dude, two-piece custom on the suit. Everybody knows I'm a Bison ambassador. Bison is absolutely the best, obviously. I do have a one-piece. They're fine. I find throughout me growing up and riding and getting into racing and track days, there's two undersuits that are people either like the one piece or the two piece. I find myself going both ways, right? That didn't sound right. But anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
Look, you just saved yourself a bunch of money in Vegas. That's all I got to say.
Anyway, that's not what I meant. You guys know what I meant. But
Whatever. You walked into that joke.
I did. The one piece undersuit dude from Bison is absolutely my favorite, but the two piece at 64 degrees racing at Tate sent me is absolutely my favorite. Now, as you all know, don't go to track day or a race weekend with just one or two undersuits. Bring more than what you do underwear, because you can always put on an undersuit and use that to go home in. So you're good, right?
Yep.
But yeah, so if anybody wants a custom undersuit, 64-degree racing, big shout out to Ghetto Customs for all your fiberglass bodywork needs.
All your
right?
bodywork needs.
That's
he was
it.
making adjustments to the Twins Cup bike Saturday night.
Yeah, so stay tuned. More coming up.
Yeah.
Of course, if you guys are in Pennsylvania, look no further than Carnes Performance. Don't go to any other dealership. Go to Carnes Performance. Big shout out to KYT Helmets America. If you're not in a KYT, I don't know what you're wearing. So get a KYT. For real, one piece.
HJC, damn it.
Look, Chris Meyer says a one piece is great until you got to poop. Listen, like I said, it's got its pluses and its minuses. It's got to come off just like the suit does in that situation, right? Two piece, you just. But anyway, yeah. So a big shout out to K-Tech Suspension, my boy Birch, Kendall, and Dakari. You guys know who they are.
Oh, Dakari's the man,
dude. They're all the man.
Dakari is the man.
If you're in North Carolina, ready to race, RTR. If you're here in Virginia, Coleman Power Sports. Don't go anywhere else. If anybody ever want to do a track day at a MotoGP track, look no further than Mick Leo, Escapes Tracks and Tour. He's absolutely awesome. It's like a 2-week tour. You get to ride on the streets and hit, food and all this. Dude, it's awesome. You guys check into it. Big shout out to Road Racing World. I need everybody to go to roadracingworld.com. Donate to the air fence, please. Donate to the air fence. It's always imperative, dude. If we don't have the air fence and Daniel doing corner marshals in the ambulance, guess what? There is no show at all. No track days, no nothing. So we need the air fence. If it's $5, thank you. If it's $1, thank you. If it's 50 cents, thank you. Right, whatever it is. If you're at a track, MotoAmerica and the legend. Well, he's always there with M4. Chris Ulrich, he does his 2-up rides. I forget what the minimum donation is. I need to check. I think it's $350 or $400. Did you get a 2-up ride with the legend Chris Ulrich on the back of a 1000? I want to do one bad, dude.
No.
Yep. I want to do it. So yeah, Chris, I want that ride, baby. Let's go, man. So big shout out to Road Racing World and everything they've done, man. The magazine and everything. So I was always a fan of Ulrich growing up, watching them race and the magazines. I still got the magazines where they were like this freaking big, right? I got a stack of them. So yeah. Anyway, STG, man, big shout out to Brian and Max fan. If you guys want to order any parts, look no further than STG for all your needs. And of course, I got 3 graphic people here that make absolutely amazing graphics. You're not going to go wrong by ordering anything from any of these guys. And they are Gus Rodeo, GRG Graphics. He makes absolutely amazing graphics. The second one is REB Graphics. You guys already know who he is. And the third and last but not least, Drippin' Wet. You guys know who Drippin' Wet is. He's absolutely amazing, Chris. Again, they're all my friends. And you're not going to do no harm by ordering from anything from any one of these guys. So same thing with the undersuits, from Venom Undersuits. So venomsport.com. Big shout out to Aliki. She makes amazing 2-piece undersuits too as well. She's well known around the world. Actually, they wear there's people in MotoGP that wear her undersuits. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's it. Straight up. She actually got Yo and his Foggers undersuit that she sent me and he signed it. I got it hanging up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right over here.
Hopefully she washed it before she sent it to you.
I mean, dude, dude, it's a medium. I try to put it on. I got and I was like, nah, dude, this ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work. No.
Anyway, dude, if you're out there in the UK and you want to get proper coaching by Mike the Spike Edwards, which is a 6-time BSB legend, you go to v121pro.com or go to Mike, the little straight line. Whatever you call that. Hyphen, whatever. Edwards.net. Sign up and get proper coaching. Again, big shout out to BTR. Congratulations to all the girls this weekend. You guys were absolutely amazing. See y'all in VIR. Can't wait. My buddy Ant Lee Terry at Racer 411 program, and you guys can go to tippingracing.com too as well. He's got a membership. What they're doing too is absolutely amazing. You guys log on, check it out. That's yeah, it has a membership program. Did you save like 40% off of products and stuff? So go check it out. Big shout out to California Superbike School in the UK, man. Again, if you want proper coaching, and here in the US, of course, as well. Yeah. My buddy Israel's got one that's called Moto Mud International, where the dogs riding motorcycles. I always thought that was the coolest thing ever. That's when you see a dog ride a skateboard or a motorcycle with the goggles and sitting in the or just on the back seat or seat or whatever, dude, it's the best thing ever, right? So yeah, you guys go check that out. Big shout out to Cole King at King Performance. If you guys need any work done on Harleys and Indians or anything like that, look no further. Big shout out to my boys at Turn 12. Obsession Engineering out there in the UK. My buddy's got a YouTube channel. You guys can check it out. Dude, listen, Dave Hewson, that's his name. He's a good mate of mine. He's absolutely amazing. Dude, he races the TT. I mean, dude,
he did the San Pedro Hill climb.
I know. He's a legend. So you guys go check him out. His YouTube channel is absolutely awesome too as well. So big shout out to him. You guys go check it out. And last but not least, BTI Photos. So yeah, you guys go check them out. All these guys are my friends. I love them all to death. They are what they do for the sport's absolutely amazing. And yeah, show the love and spread it around because we all, the sport needs it. So let's go. I'm all for it. So anyway, you guys already know who I am. It's been an honor today to sit down with my boy Daniel Shoemaker. Is there anything you want to say before we get off here?
Shout out Fastline Track Days. First one's coming up in a couple of weeks at NCM. Shout out HHR Performance.
And Trevor Watson. Let's go in Atlanta, baby.
Trevor Watson. We're going down. We're going to
Chris Durbin.
Trevor and Chris and a bunch of us. We're going to see what we can do with this new bike.
The list goes on.
Let's go see what we can do with this new bike.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you guys out there on that bike. Yeah. Trevor's fast too. So.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
Definitely faster than me.
Right.
Which isn't saying much.
Me and you put together. So let's just be honest. But it's cool. Listen, I'm good with it, right? I just want to hop on a Grom and have fun, right?
Shit.
So let's go. He said shit. Oh my God. But yeah, so
listen, make that happen.
I know, dude, we're going to. I'm gonna buy a Grom, man. I'm gonna part out my 848. And
We'll talk after. We'll talk later.
Yeah. So
let's
anyway,
get through this and get some food and everything else. I'll talk to you later this week.
Yeah, dude. I'm off tomorrow. So
shit. Okay.
No, I'm not actually, dude. I gotta work tomorrow. Fuck. I'm usually off on Fridays, but
I'll text you
tomorrow. So yeah, just text me tomorrow. So I don't know if it's a half day. I'm hoping it's just gonna be a half day. So if it is, I'll be off by like 11:30, I think. Whatever. So it'll still be early. I think, or 12. I don't know, man. Who knows?
Whatever.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, listen, thanks for everybody who watched this podcast tonight, who commented. You guys are absolutely proper mega. Without Daniel and all you that come on here, I would not be able to do this, and it's an absolute honor to do it. Nothing but love to every single one of you guys and girls out there. So yeah, let's go. Until then, anyway, that's it. Good night, people. We'll see you soon. Hang on, let me end this.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.